Welcome to Message from Your Guide. This is your weekly intuitive guidance coming straight from your guides. I am your channeler. My name is Karen Kartika, transformational coach and holistic healer. Today, I have 3 decks that I'm going to be using. The first one, which I've been using for the last 2-3 episodes, which is the Wisdom Oracle. I also have the Human Design Oracle system. This is still by far my favorite fabulous deck. It glides just so nicely on my surface as I'm picking up cards for reading. And I'm pulling out an old deck that I've had for many years. This is the Game of Life, Affirmations, and inspiration cards from the famous Florence Shuffle Shin. I love affirmations because when I am in my day-to-day life, as I'm going through life, things get busy. The things that anchor me back to what it is that I want to create, what it is that I want to open for opportunities, what it is that I want to embrace as being who I am, affirmations are here to help anchor those, because 24/7, most of the time, we'll go through life either being in our head, thinking of all the things that we have done, have not done, things that we regret, things that maybe I should do this, should not do this. Or if you're as good or lucky as some other people, you already have things ingrained in you where you're so in the know of what it is that you want, what the energy that you're embracing, the things that you're creating, and 24/7 you use most of your mental energy in saying, expressing, and embedding those words. But for a lot of us, and me included, we go a lot into our head thinking of all the negative things that maybe it's not even that important, but they're running our lives. They're creating the reality that we're in, creating the things that we feel like we still need to heal from ourselves. While in fact, it's all just the past tense statements, stories, memories that keep running our life. So having an affirmation is very important to anchor back what it is that we want. Anchor back, who are we calling? Guides, God, universe, spirits that we want to invite in this present moment. Affirmation also anchor us in what it is that we're creating. Who are we? I am ... Continuously owning those words. For example, if you want to be confident, just say, I am confident. I know how to express myself. I'm confident with expressing myself right here, right now. I'm standing on my 2 feet and I'm confident in doing what it is that I love to do. So continue embedding that. And I know in the beginning, especially if you're struggling with saying those words, it might take a while until you get comfortable. You might forget the words. So it's good to write it down, have it available anywhere around you, and keep embedding it in your mind, reading it, memorizing it, make it so ingrained in yourself, because you will start to see the proof of you being more confident. And it's not about you acting confident. Other people will see your confidence and then they will tell you so. So watch out for those proofs. Okay. So I actually pull a set of cards already for collective. So this is away from the 3 that you're going to pick individually for yourself. This is for everyone who's watching today. I've been called to do so, and the order as it appears is, what is it, the situation that leads to your, like, what are you experiencing? As a collective, what are we experiencing? The energy that we need to embody, or we can invite more into our life, a reminder in this case, and then the affirmation cards for today. Okay. Gonna use my glasses so that I can see more clearly. Okay. The first card is the situation, and the card is the card of regenerating. And as you can see here, the card that's a lot of lava, a lot of, I was going to say crisis, but more like when the fire ablaze, it's almost like a destruction. And when the fire ablaze or a lava or a volcano erupted, there's no way of stopping it. And it just has to happen. And you just have to go through the transformation of it. And this card is showing us that situation. And maybe it already happened, or maybe we are going through it. You can see this in your individual life right now, what's going on. I can also start seeing this in the world, that we are going through this transitions, transformations, and some part of our lives are going through some destruction. And the promise of this card is that no matter how bad the destruction is, there are things that can regenerate, there are things that can grow back. And how beautiful this picture is, even though it's charred, but eventually even times will give that moments and opportunity for things to heal, things to grow back. And the lights coming from the sun, if you can imagine light coming from the universe, is lighting that, giving that nourishment, giving that hope, giving that ability for things to regenerate, despite of things being still hot and destructive. And I was also imagining out of control, because this is chaos, right? Chaos that we cannot stop. So that's the situation that we're in as collective. And the invitations that we need to embrace, the energy that we need to embrace, is the energy of gate 50, or value. If of an alchemy is changing lead into gold. And the gold here is in tribe, in community. So this could be an invitation for all of us to find our community, our tribes, whatever it is that are breaking apart, changing, being transmuted or transformed. This change is going to get us closer into community of same value, of like-mindedness, that from this regeneration or destruction, beautiful gold are coming, that we can always look for this to happen. May not even come in places that we're familiar with. And the invitation of this card is, although this are a community, a tribe, but each of the individual hold gold, hold who he or she is. We all come together because we share values. We might be different, but we are also the same. There are things that we value so much as humanity, which is love, peace, connections, that is undeniable. Whether you're somebody from different countries and continents, or whether you have different political views, but no matter what makes you different, as an individual yourself, you might experience or feel that you're very different. But even though you're different, we all share the same longing or values that can be interpreted in different ways. So this in the card is also wants to remind you, if you feel like your life right now is chaotic and you feel like you're hitting a wall, or you feel lost, you don't feel you're belonging, reconnect to the inner knowing of your values and start taking notes whether or not you have not been in alignment with your values. Because when you are in alignment and you're staying in integrity and honoring each of those values, it will first give you the confidence of being who you are. Second, you express yourself authentically. 3, you magnetize people who share the same wisdom, values, and so on and so forth. So honoring and being in integrity with your values will help changing the lead, or things that in the past that has been destroyed or in crisis right now into something golden and beautiful. The gold is also an indication of who you are, your inner spark. So focus on reconnecting with your inner spark by having an integrity, honoring your value, and you will find that life is joyful, that no matter what it is that you're going through. It's this cliche, but I was at a Me Wolf, which is kind of like an art installation. It feels like an adult art shows. And one of the rooms, it has a robot that keeps saying, "You're all right. You're all right. You're gonna be all right. Find your tribe. Keep honoring your goal, and that goal will attract the tribe that you belong in." A few questions that you can ask yourself looking at values, right? For example, if you're doing something in your life right now, you're doing A, how will that feel? How will that make you feel? How will that make you feel if you honor it, if you do it, if you commit to it? How would you feel if you don't do it? Do you know your values? I think that's probably going to be the first question that you want to explore. Do you know your top 3, 5 values so that you know whether or not you're honoring them? There are a bunch of tests out there that you can use to dig deep into your values if you don't know them. And in your day-to-day, how much of your actions, things that you say, you commit to, are in alignment of your values? And if not, what can you do? What would that look like if you're honoring your values day to day? What will life be like if you honor your value day to day? So start from there. I'm going to put some other questions in the blog, which is the accompaniment of this video, so that you can also journal these questions at your own pace. And the affirmations that goes with the card: I cannot lose anything that belong to me by divine right. I am under grace and not under law. So if you are in fear of things or in distractions, that you feel like everything that you work for are now being taken away from you, remember this affirmation, that whatever it is that belongs to you by divine right, whether it's your goals, your dreams, or your belongings, if it's yours, it will never disappear, it will never go away, because you are under grace and not under law. So whatever it is that you're going through, you're on the right path, you'll be all right. And change the lead into gold by honoring your value. Okay. All right, so that's the card for the collective. I would love to hear what how you resonate with the collective cards, any insights or feedbacks coming to you as a result. Please like, comment down below, or share this video for other people who need to hear some guidance from their guides. And I would absolutely appreciate those. And as usual, I'm gonna pull 3 cards, and each of these cards I am drawing from, as I mentioned earlier, Wisdom of the Oracle card, Human Design Oracle System, and the Game of Life Affirmation and Inspiration card by Florence Schaffel Shin. And as I'm showing you or prompting you each of the back of the card, just take a moment, breathe, still yourself, and connect with the card. Notice if you're getting a yes, a clear yes or no, or if you're finding like some part of your body is vibrating or a situation came into your mind, then that's an indication where and how this card is going to be speaking to you. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, card deck combination number 1. The Human Design, Wisdom, and Flourishing. So this is combination 1. Take a deep breath, connect with the card. Notice where the card lands in your body. Is it a yes or a no? And when you got all the information, just say yes and receive the message and the healing. Okay. All right. So this is combination card number 2. Take a moment to still yourself, to connect with the card. Notice if you got a good yes or a good no. And if there is any messages toward your body or situations, or if this vibrating directly into your energetic center. And when you're done, take a deep breath in and receive the message as well as the healing. All right. And the last card combination, this is number 3. Take a deep breath, take a moment, be still, connect with the card, and notice if there's any part of your body or energy center that vibrates, or if you got a clear yes or no as you tuning in to this card deck. Wonderful. If you're ready, take a deep breath, receive the messages and the healing. Okay. Card number 1. The first card, this is the situation card. The first card said, imagine. And there's a person, or it looks like a shadow of a person tethered into the moon. It feels heavenly. Now, as much as this is looking very heavenly, this is also a card that right now it's appeared in a situation feels like, is this situation right now grounded in reality? Whatever it is, maybe it's an idea, because this is also a card of imagination. So whatever it is that you're thinking of or wanting to do or wanting to move forward with, is this grounded in reality, or is it just out there in the imagination land? And if you're not careful, this could be a delusion. So what is it for you? Do you see these imaginations or ideas or things that you want to do, or the situation, does it have a ground of logic of it being real? Or is it just an imagination? This could also be something that you're going through as if you're seeing this as a problem. Also see whether this is a real problem that is grounded in reality and truth and logic, or is it just in your imagination? Because sometimes we do struggle with things that are just in our imagination. For example, I have somebody who commented to me because I was stewarding or taking care of this rental space. And I did move stuff around because I have to clean the space. And one person who come there often say, this is not my blanket. Somebody moved my blanket. And I took that personally because, that's not her blanket. It's always there, yes, but it's not her blanket. And for a while, I was very defensive by her comment until I realized, is it real problem? Why am I taking that as an offense? Is that something that she's actually telling me as I am a thief or I am a manipulator or things like that? No, she's just commenting on questioning whether or not that blanket was one that she's been using. Yes, the language could be better, but that's what came out from her mouth. So things like this, if I was not careful, can play in my head over and over and over. And I'm starting to create the stories in my head of what this person, who this person is, which is not true either, because I don't really give myself a chance to get to know this person, because I already judge her by that comment. So how you see how sometimes our own mind plays on an illusions of a problem, that as I'm telling you this story, you'll be like, that's not a problem. But in my head, it was a problem for a while. So be mindful of what it is that you're going through right now. Talk to someone, bounce whatever it is, bounce the not just the ideas, but things that you're going through as situation. Have a conversation with someone who can see it from a different perspective, so that you can see whether it is actually grounded in truth, reality, and logic, or is it just an illusion? Because if it's an illusion, definitely you want to let it go, because we all need to use our mental space to create, to focus on the good, to focus on, especially because of the collective message, right? We're in a period of transformation. We're in a period of things being destroyed, being removed, things that old are are going away, and we are being asked to create, to make the gold out of this rubbles of destruction, from the lead into gold. So if we are continuously putting in our head things that are negative, things that are destructive, then it's going to be hard for us to create the new world, to create the gold, because gold are created with pureness. It cannot be something that is not pure in the alchemy. So be mindful of that. And the energy that you need to embody is the energy of turning point. How appropriate, right? And this is on the sign of Pisces. As you can see, this could look like it's bleeding tears. And it could also be, you need to communicate how you feel. You need to feel everything that you feel and communicate it positively, effectively, without distractions, so that you can let these emotions through. Because the good thing about imaginations, right? This is also the realm of your intuitions, of your creativity. Now, but if you're in under an illusion where maybe there are some emotions that take place, maybe there are some of those mental, I say, prowess, because some people who are very intelligent tend to overthink things, me included, that we create our own drama, and we create our own mental disability to see things as is, and move forward with what is grounded, what is true, and leave behind all the emotions, the things that are clouding our judgment, so that we can create the gold for our life. So for this combination card number one, you have this affirmations: Infinite Spirit, give me a definite lead. I'm just gonna read it. Infinite Spirit, give me a definite lead. Reveal to me my perfect self-expression. Show me which talent I am to make use of now. When I take a picture, please do so. Or I also will include this in the blog posts that accompany this video, so that you can take a note and journal and so on and so forth. Combination card number two. Situation is, what is the situation that you're going through right now? Truth be told, it's coming from the heart center. And it has almost kind of like this in the center, and there's a lot of hearts coming out. So I feel like something with a delusion. Where are you not telling yourself the truth? And specifically, this one is of your heart. Where have you not honoring your heart? Because the what was it? The distance between here to here, there's the mouth, and sometimes you say things from here and it's disconnected There's the mouth, the middle is supposed to be a connection, but sometimes you say things that like coming from here because you need to look a certain way. You need to, let other people to see you in a certain way. You want to feel accepted and belonging to other people, so you say things a certain way. While in fact, deep down in your heart, you're like, no, that's actually not me. But if I say who I am, I feel like people will reject me. Be mindful of that. I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast that starred The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and early in his career, he said that in the first reiteration of his wrestling, he was supposed to take on this persona. And the persona asked him to be humble, to always smile even though you're losing, to always smile even if people are booing you. Day after day, as he was on that ring, after experiencing a success, he won and people love him. But as he was given this persona that he needed to embrace more by his coach at that time, he started to notice more and more people are booing him and kept telling that Rock sucked. And he for a, and it when you hear that and you feel that, it's hard to not believing that you are what people say. So, and what the coach said, right? No matter what people do to you, you're a wrestler. You go up there, smile, appreciate those attendants, appreciate those who are coming to your game, and smile. So he did that. It destroyed his feelings. It made him feel like going into the ring was just not worth it. He wanted to shift to a different championship and so on and so forth. Until one day he finally told the coach, I think there was a period where he was not doing a championship. He took a break, and then finally the coach told him to come back. But the coach also still tell him, oh, I remember now. There were moments that the coach said, well, your points, kind of like TV rating, right? Your points are going down. Nobody like you. Every time you're out there, you seem like the energy is just like a losing energy. So it doesn't really feel good for the event organizer to put you up there because it's just not driving crowds. So he took a break, and finally the coach said, okay, we're ready to bring you back. And in that moment, Dwayne Johnson or The Rock said, before I went to the ring, let me have the microphone for just 1 minute. Let me say what it is that I want to say. And he did that. He said what he wanted to say. And it came out to be the best statement that he ever said. He put him into a persona of the bad guy, but that's what won him all the attention, all the accolades, all the energy, all the numbers of attendance that made his career. So the moral of the story here is that saying who you are, so connecting deeply to your heart and say the thing that you need to say from the heart, not just from the mind. Because the mind, the coach said, okay, this is the best way to do it. This is who you need to be. You need to present yourself as this way. But when it's not coming from your heart, the disconnect can be felt so largely, not just by you, but for the people who are coming to see you. And the moment that he switched that, well, you know The Rock. Who does not know The Rock, right? Okay, so remember, tell your truth. No longer keeping yourself small and manipulating your way to be somebody that you're not. Because the energy of the card that wants to support you is the expansion. I mean, I don't really need to say any more about expansion, right? When Win, who's the creator of this deck, creating this card, she imagined volcano, the lava. I mean, once it erupted up here, you see where the lava came from or where it's spewing out from earth. But underneath, before it exploded out, you could never tell where it's running. Only once it's above the surface that people start to see, oh, that's the volcano right there. but underneath it's running, and it's running wild. So part of telling the truth means that you need to start owning every space within yourself that may feel as for you, be comfortable, look good, look bad, whatever they are, it's you. Because when you fill up every space in yourself, your life force in yourself, you will come out, you will expand, you will, if especially this is a card, if you really are looking to be seen out there, if you have your own business or you are a professional, so you're like, I done all the work, I try my best to look my best, to do best, to whatever strategy that you have, but you're not attracting anything back to you, abundance, prosperity, recognitions, acknowledgement, then what is hidden underneath that you have not acknowledged? Your job is to start taking space within all of that and embrace them all and allow the pressure, because now that your life force is all inside of you, that the pressure then just come out, creating an expansion. Because once it's here, people will start to notice you. As easy as that. Okay? So the card, the affirmation that accompany this combination too, there is a place that I am to fill, and no one else can fill. Something I am to do, which no one else can do. Because you're special, you're unique. The key here is that you have to embrace all of you and say who you are, express who you are. There is a place that I am to fill, and no one else can fill. Something I am to do, which no one else can do. So here's the card for anyone who wants to take a picture. Okay, card number 3. Chop wood. It's I have to show you the sad face on the broom there. Whenever I look at this card, I am being reminded of the Karate Kid, Karate Kid, Ugh, Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. What is it? Brush on, brush off, chop woods. You cannot insist that things will just happen without you do things, master things, to still chop the woods, to take action of what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. If you want to be famous as an entrepreneur, then you need to start a business. If you want to be not famous, but you want to be rich, and you want to have your own business, you need to start a business. You can't just be dreaming up a business. You need to start strategizing, figuring out what product you want to sell, or it's a service, what it is that you want to sell, put a price, creating marketing plan, so on and so forth. Or if you want to be a famous singer, you need to start singing. You need to practicing singing. You need to be taking up stage and start singing, performing, and so on and so forth. So chop wood. You can't just be there and not swinging or doing the cleaning, not picking up the broom, especially if you're also a witch and you want to be a witch, but you never really pick up the broom and try to fly, then yeah, not gonna happen. As much of for spells and spell work and herbal work and meditation and whatever law of attraction that you do, you still need to chop the wood. I don't know what else to say. And the energy of the that wants to support you, that you can embrace more, is connection. Look, you don't have to do this alone. It's in your own mind that you have to do this alone. You can rely on people, other people who can help you. That's why there are networking places, groups, masterminding, There are groups that you can practice together and be better as business owners together, or a coach or a healer or a witch. And there are people out there who are probably a few steps ahead of you who can help you to open the path for you, who can hold your hand so that you don't feel that you're lost, that you can probably be more efficient in your path because somebody else has already done what you need to do and you can rely on them. So find whoever it is that you need to connect with. Don't try everything alone. And especially because if you continue feeling yourself as like, nobody's like me, I don't like what people are putting out there, and so on and so forth, and you putting yourself as this person who's so special and so intelligent and you know everything. I mean, I do sometimes also think that way, right? I know everything. Do I need to learn from other people? Do I really need to be in this circle? Because I don't think they're at my par. And yet, if you want to move forward, if you want to go fast, go together. Want to go fast? Go together. Okay? And especially if you have a tendency to put yourself in a corner and be moody and not going anywhere. You think that you're perfect, but you're not going anywhere. That's a warning. Okay? So find your connection, look for help. And the affirmation that accompanied this one is that let the God in this child have perfect expression. Let the divine design of the child, mind, body, and affairs be made manifest throughout life, throughout eternity. I don't know why this is a child, but I can only imagine if you do like to be in that corner and like nobody like me. Almost kind of like a child, right? So let the God in this child have perfect expression. We all have God within us, and we all have our inner child as well. Have perfect expression. Let the divine design of this child's mind, and our body and affairs be made manifest throughout life and throughout eternity. Everything's possible for you, my friend. Don't don't give up. Don't put yourself in the corner and things like, oh, nobody can help me and save me. The God within you wants to manifest and wants to manifest your life as well. And probably be more likely than not, if you ask for God's directions or universe to show you the way, that will bring you to the right connections for you. Okay. I hope this week insights, guidance, be something that is useful and giving you an aha and insights for what it is that you can take with you and transform your life and move your needle forward, because we all are on the path together. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to be well. We are here to support each other. Until next time. And before I leave, please like, share, and send me some messages so that I know that you're enjoying this video. Until next time. Bye now.